Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time seeing this face, my name is Mariam, and if you're returning sabi, karibu sana. Here we do everything in between, and for today's video I'm going to be concentrating on HCA. I did a video about 2 months ago, 1 month ago, I'm not really sure, but I wanted to update it because I feel like the first video was ambiguous. I didn't focus mainly on my school, and I got got comments asking about specific things which I should have mentioned in that video, and that's what I'm going to be doing today in this video. So if you are interested in healthcare assistant, certified nursing assistant, all those medical assistant, and you want to like study it and you're lost on where to start, where to begin, I'm here for you. What you need is just to get a pen and a paper and a drink so that you can be comfy and get all the points. I'm going to be talking about every single thing. From the top to the bottom, I'm currently a student who's taking healthcare assistant in KMTC. Nobody's paying me to do this video. I just want to help out because when I was searching, I didn't find any information on this. And I think it's also relatively a new course, or it's being, the curriculum is being changed currently in the school. So things are going to be changing frequently. So I have everything in this phone that I'm going to be going through. So just grab your pen, grab your paper, because I'm going to be giving every single detail. So welcome. So let's dive into it. I do have like 6 division. I have 6 subdivisions of how I've classified everything. I want to talk about everything from like the top to the bottom. So if you're confused, if you're like looking to study and you're looking to study in a public school for it, this is the video for you. So yeah. So what I'm going to start with is that the course name is healthcare assistant. That is what it is called in KMTC. If you go to other private institutions, it goes under certified nursing assistant, medical assistant. Let me just tell you, all those titles are one thing. All those titles are one thing. Sorry for rambling. It's the same thing altogether. So it's just that if you're studying in KMTC, it's a public university, it's a public college, and it's a government institution, and it's globally recognized. So you are not at an added advantage. Sorry. So yeah. So the name of the course in Kenya, it is healthcare support. Actually, it is healthcare support assistant, which I've also said it's CNA, CSA, HCA, all that. All right, and on to my second point is what KMTCs offer this course. I am not sure, and internet is so flimsy with information. They do not give accurate information, but what you can do is you can visit your nearby KMTC and ask if they offer that course, and if they don't, they'll refer you to an institution that offers, like their institution which offers, So what I'm sure are 2 institutions that offer, and I know one is Nairobi and 2 is Matu, which is along Thika Garissa Road. Those 2, Nairobi and Matu, Nairobi campus and Matu campus. Yeah, that it's actually called Yata campus. So those 2 I am sure offer. The application process, the minimum requirement is a D+, like a D+ and above. Like if you have a D+, you're good to go. And sciences, they will check your sciences. So as I've said, you should visit your preferred campus and ask if they offer that course, or if they can suggest for you like nearby or any other institution that should be interested in joining. Okay, because you'll also have to factor in your own decisions to where you want to go. All right. And also you have to know when is it available. Are they picking students? Are there slots available, or all slots are booked? Or if they are way ahead, if you're joining mid, and that's where I'll come in, that KMTC has 2 official semesters, and that is March and September of every year. Like every March there's an intake, and every September there is an intake. And okay, so I hope we're together. We have already gone through the name, the application, the minimum requirement, which campuses offer it, and the KMTC semesters. That is just to align you to when you should visit ahead, like go before March comes, like March, when March comes around, go before, so that because March is when the intake, they've already taken people who have already registered. So March classes start. Actually, March, April classes will be ongoing. And September, same. You'll have to register in August so that September you can be part of that intake, right? And okay, how long does the course take? It takes 1 year. I know some people are confused because prospectus says 6 months. When I was joining, it also was 6 months, and then midway, the curriculum changed and it was expanded, and we couldn't cover all the information in 6 months, so it had to be moved to 1 year. So hope we're clear on that. So that is going to take 2 semesters. So you're going to learn 6 months for the first semester, and then 6 months for the next, which I'm going to explain further, but just know that the whole period is 1 year. Yes, it is a short course. It is a short course because long courses take years, like 3 years, 4 years, and all that. So yes, it's a short course, and it has 2 semesters, as I've said. Just be aware that there is a holiday in each academic year. So August, like currently today we are on 28th August. So yeah, I'm currently still on holiday, and I'm going to report back to school for my second semester of HCA in September 1st. So yeah, there's a holiday. August, how many days does August have? The full holiday from 1st to the end of August. You're not going to be in school. Yes, even if it's a short course, you're going to have a break. So that is the first part for introduction. I hope I've covered every single thing that my mind has come up with, so that we can move on to money matters, which is going to be finances. I'm going to talk about, like, I'm not going to be open about so much about the money, because the fees are subject to change. So I don't want it, and this is a 2025 video, so I don't want anybody to be like, oh, but we saw on this video that no. So I just give that the school fees is roughly 100K. That is that for the whole course. Roughly 100K. It may be more, it may be less. So that is just what I'm going to say about the school fees, and I'm not going to dwell on that so much because I'm just a student at the school. I'm not admin, I'm not a lecturer, I'm just a student who's currently taking the course, and I haven't even graduated. So I'm just going to leave it at, for the tuition fees, it's roughly under 100K. 100,000 Kenya shillings. Alright? And the school fees covers tuition fees only. So it covers the classes, like it covers classes and what is it called? The practicums that you're going to be taking to the hospital. So I'm going to get there, but it's just for tuition fees only. Next is the uniform. I think should just go under uniform. And yes, you have to wear uniform daily for classes. Like you have to wear uniform daily for your classes. And for the ladies, what you'll require for now the HCA course, a sweater, a cardigan, the one with buttons, the blue one, and the blue dress, the official KMTC that all other ladies wear, and white socks. For Muslims, like myself, I wear a white hijab and white trouser. For gents, you'll need sorry, I can't speak. For gents, you'll need black pants or trousers, the suit material. The red or maroon, I'm not sure if it's red or maroon, sweater. And both do require black shoes. Both ladies and gents require black shoes. How much is the uniform? Depends where you buy it. Honestly depends where you buy it. But any uniform center has it. Some may charge 2,500 for the sweater. Another center you'll find 3K for the sweater. Like the prices vary depending on whatever material they're using. It just depends with the center itself. I wouldn't say that specifically like there is a set price for it. I'm not sure, but I've heard that Nairobi campus sells the uniform. I'm not sure, don't take my word for it, but I know like uniform centers, like you, if you go to town, they're like a lot of places that sell uniform, like kids uniforms, playgroup. Like when I hope you know what I mean by uniform centers. The places where they sell uniform, like the ties, the shoes, like yeah, the uniform centers, the uniform shops. Books and stationaries are on you. So you are the one who's going to buy your notebooks. If you want to buy one book for all the units, if you want to buy 10 books, it's all on you. It's you to figure out. And the stationery, like the pens, that's all you need. It's not like abroad that I see like you have to buy a stethoscope, you have to buy what is it called, a watch, like there's those. Even nursing, I'm sure like they have a long list of things. But for HCA, I've just seen like for theory part, for most of the part from my campus, we didn't buy anything. You just have your books, because we've been doing theory we've been doing theory in semester 1, and I'm going back to do semester 2. Also, upkeep is on you. If you're commuting, like transportation is on you. Your lunch, KMTC does not offer lunch. Like you have to buy food. You have to do your own budget and know what you're going to eat. Okay. Also on financial, I wanted to speak on HELB. So KMTC was approved this year to be part of the beneficiaries of HELB, which is Higher Education Loan Board for students. I'm not sure if a short course is eligible, but you can, once you're in, like you can talk to the maybe admin of your school or anybody in your school premises, in your campus, and ask them how do you go about to apply. But yeah, HELB is available now in KMTC. And what I'd say about it, because this is a short course, it's 1 year, and you know how government should I call it bursaries or loans or whatever, they take time. So I'm sure like by the time you'll be finishing is when maybe you'll even get the money, and then you have to repay for it, and it will not have assisted you. Maybe if you're lucky and you apply and the money is disbursed immediately or soon enough, then good for you. Bursaries and today I have a problem. I'm really sorry. Bursaries and sponsorships are accepted, so you can either take bursaries and sponsorship and take it like it's part of your fees and it will be deducted, all that for the short course. Yeah, that is it. For the housing, if your campus has a hostel, you can live there, or you can either commute from your home, or you can rent outside, whatever fit your pocket, fit your shoe, whatever you're comfortable with. And I think that covers fully the financial part. If there's anything I've missed out, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will answer it. I'll answer for you. And we can now go to the third process, which is the most important. And that is the application process. How do you get in? After you've gone to your preferred campus, I'm sure somebody will direct you. But this is if before you go, like if you want a heads up. So this is before like you go. This is what you'll be asked to bring after you've okay, I have D+ and above, and you want to do the CNA, HCA course. So documents that will be required for your registration. If you do not have this and you want to go to your near campus to ask for, intake, or you've never picked up some of these certificates, you should start looking for it before you go, because they'll ask for it. So the documents that you'll require are you'll need your original KCSE or KCE certificate, and then for recent candidates or recent graduates from high school or CBC, I'm not sure, junior high, senior high, you'll need your result slip. Number 2, you'll need your school leaving certificate. You'll also need your original ID or birth certificate if you do not have an identification card. You'll also need a print of the admission letter and photocopies of documents that will be sent together with your admission letter, which are just known as A, B, and C. And basically, A and B are just documents where you fill in your personal information, your name, guardian, you name it, cell phone number, email, just put, so that they can, I guess they use it just so that they can put you in their system. And then see the hospital document, like if you've ever been to high school or even campus, you know that there's a document that you take to the hospital. You're tested, pregnancy, tuberculosis, so many things, cold, flu, and then you take it to the school just to make sure that you're fit and healthy and like you're good to go for the studies. All right. Number 6, you'll need 2 colored passports. And those are all that you need, and you'll need your originals and copies of all those 6 documents I've said. And then for those copies, you're going to have to look for somebody to stamp for you. This can be a lawyer, a chief of your area, whoever is in your area who's what? I don't know, sworn in or something, like they can be able to verify original documents for you, or a senior civil servant. Yeah, those are the documents you need. So I'd advise, if you're interested in this course and you do not have any of those documents, especially like your living certificate, you've never picked it, or your original documents, please, you should like go and pick them, because they'll be needed for your enrollment, admission, registration, all that jazz. And that will lead me to point number 4, which is the process after admission. What you'll need is that they'll just like verify all those documents. You will be registered. You'll buy uniform. Like it just goes like sequentially. Like it's just like going to school. And then you'll start classes. Then there will be orientation both for school and the hospital nearby you. Because this is a medical course like any other, like it's just like clinical medicine, nursing. You'll have to go, like you'll be given an orientation in the school rules, all about KMTC, yada yada yada, all that you'll be given. And then also the hospital nearby you. If I'm not wrong, all KMTCs are near or neighbored to a public hospital. So yeah. And then the classes will be divided into 2. There will be a theory class and the practicals. Then obviously there will be cards to test your to test your assessment of if you are like catching up with stuff. And then there'll be an end of semester, because I told you the semesters are divided into 2. So I actually have done my cards and my end of semester exam for semester 1 of HCA. So yeah, it just goes like, it's like stairs, like, okay, have you registered, you start classes, like it's a step-by-step process. It's just that. And then now it's this is what you've come here for. It's the schoolwork. And I mentioned in my previous video, I'll link it down below. That is general. I did not specify necessarily about KMTC, but this video is purely Kenya Medical Technical, KMTC, Kenya Medical Training College. Yeah. So the schoolwork, as I previously have said severally, the semesters are 2. So units are divided for semester 1 and semester 2. So there are 14 units in total, and there are 6 practicums. Also known as the practicals. So the units for semester 1, I'll just list them out. So these are units that I've already taken. I had basic communication skills. I had foundational concepts in healthcare delivery. I had basic anatomy and physiology, common conditions and diseases, personal care support activities, infection prevention control, geriatric and special population care, first aid and emergency response. And the last of the units for semester 1 was basic concepts in medication, which is also pharmacology. And for semester 2, I'll be having nutrition and and diet support, mental health awareness, palliative care, home and community-based care, and lastly, entrepreneurship. These are the units now I'm going to be covering September to February. Not fully, because I'll also have to cover practicals and go for hospital attachment. So yeah, I hope I've said this, but there are 14 units in total and 6 practicums, so 20 in total. And in the first semester, you'll have 9 units, and the second semester, you'll have 5 units. This information is all 2025. Let's all be guided on that path. So, and hours are really important for each unit. Like I've seen on sites or people like who are abroad, they say like, or I'm sure even in Kenya, like you have to have like 20 hours for basic communication, you have to have basic anatomy, maybe 40 hours. I'm just estimating, not the actual hours, but the hours are really important. You have to attend the classes because attendance is recorded. The classes start at 8 a.m. and end officially at 4 p.m. Classes run Monday to Friday, and the lectures are 2 hour, like 2 hours for every lecture, and you have 3 classes per day. Like on Monday you'll have 3 units, Tuesday you'll have 3, and so forth and so on. So like 3 classes every day, and those classes go on for 2 hours or more depending on the lecturer. You have 2 breaks each and every day. You have a lunch break which runs for 2 hours, and you have another short mini break in the morning which is 30 minutes. So yeah, weekends are open and free. You can do whatever you want. So Monday through Friday you are a student. On weekends you can do whatever you want. And I wouldn't, if there's somebody who has other commitments and wants to do this course, it's the funniest short course I've ever seen, because you cannot balance, especially now for like KMTC, you cannot balance it with other things. Like let's say you work and you want to have classes, or vice versa, you have other classes and you want to, cannot do that because your schedule is packed and you have to be there Monday to Friday. So yeah, this is the first short course that I'm seeing that. So yeah, yes, as I previously said in my other video, which I have linked down below, it's not too heavy biology oriented. It's, if you're just interested, if you have interest, if you're passionate, you are going to excel, you are going to thrive, and all that jazz. The notes are heavy, especially the first semester. If you've had, I said, 9 units, and all these are different classes. Nothing is intertwined. Some are intertwined, like you'll be hearing this in that class, this in that class, but they're all different, like 9 different. So just have that in mind. Notes will be a lot, especially for some units, and you cannot mix up. Like in medicine, there's no mix up. This is this. Like if it's asthma, it's asthma. If it's COPD, it's COPD. If it's heart failure, it's heart failure. If it's a heart attack, it's a heart attack. If it's you're taking care of all people, it's taking care of all people. If it's infection prevention, we're talking about beans and gloves and all that. So be ready for your mind to be on fire. So yeah, but if you're passionate, if you're interested, you are in the right place. You're going to thrive, you're going to enjoy. So that I have really summarized and spoken and touched on everything I could think of on the schoolwork. If I miss also anything in this part, please feel free to ask me in the comment section, and I will obviously answer. And yeah, so we can now go to the last part, which will be exams, tests, and placements. Then we'll wrap up the video. Coming to the end of the video, but we have to touch on the last part, which I've said is exams, tests, and placements. So for the examination, like the end of semesters, they'll cover you 70%, and then the CAT continuous assessment test will cover you 30%. So, and then in total, you just need 50%. Like the pass mark is 50% for you to not qualify to do a supplementary. So exams are 3 types. We have now the end of semester, for each end of semester, like I had during July, and then CATs, the lecturer will decide along the way when he or she is ready to test you, depending on how far you've covered the unit. And then we have also final qualifying exams. This now are to certify that you are a qualified healthcare assistant, you are a qualified CNA, all that jazz. So yeah, there are supplementaries. As I've said, if you do not get the 50%, you are eligible for supplementary, and if not, you are given another chance. I'm not really sure about the examination rules, which is I should have read the examination policy. But what I'm sure of is, if I fail one unit, for example, I said I had 9 units previous semester, I get 8 passes and I fail one, that will be a fail, all of it. You have to pass everything. You have to get 50% and above for all of those units, or all of those units you're doing that semester, for you to be qualify for a pass. If you fail one, you will be at fail. You have to pass everything so that you can have a pass. But you will not do a supplementary for all. You will just do a supplementary for the one that you have below average, for you to qualify for all the units together to give you a pass. I hope that is understood. If not, please kindly ask in the comment section. Reach out to me on Instagram. I will answer. Also, the hospital placement is 100% on the school. You do not have to worry about, oh, nitaenda wapi, I have to start looking for somebody who's going to Hospital placement is 100% covered in the school. You'll just have to look, if you're being transferred to areas far, you'll just have to maybe look for fare, or housing where you're going to stay if it's for a long time, and all that jazz. You'll be guided. It's not something that you have to think about, especially if you're still in semester 1. Graduation is set for December, like all other KMTC graduations. So that is that. You'll graduate December. If I'm going to finish school, if God willing, inshallah, I'll finish in February 2026, but I'll have to wait until December 2026 to graduate. Yeah. And I just wanted to mention this as I go to just an extra part that I would like to talk about, is that KMTC is ISO certified, so the certificate is recognized globally. You won't have to be guessing, oh, if I want to go to, let's say, Qatar, to Australia, United Kingdom, United States of America, is my certificate going to be is there going to be question marks? Where did I get my certification from? No, it's ISO certified. So yeah. One thing I will not touch on too much is the job opportunities. You know why you're doing the course. Most probably 80%, 95%, you want to go abroad. It's all about your research, your capabilities, your financial capabilities. You can pay for an agency to do all the work for you, apply for the visa, apply for the job for you, and all that. There are also sometimes that the government of these abroad countries open up visas for people to go. So if you're lucky in that opening, you're going to go directly, because there's actually an opening and space for you to now come and work. There'll be no hassle. If you also want to work locally, you can work in private hospital, private homes, personal, you can be hired personally to care for an aged person by a family, and they'll be paying you. The options are unlimited for whatever you want to do. It's just upon your research, your passion. If you want to go abroad, if you want to travel, if you want to work locally, if you also want to take care of your loved one or your whoever, you're just taking it as a certificate to, if you want to take care of somebody in your family or somebody related to you, close to you. So that will be an added advantage. And yeah, and with that, I think I have covered everything. I hope I have touched on every single thing that maybe you may be who is going to help me, where am I going to get this information from. I hope this video helps you and that you're able to join your preferred campus and learn and get ahead. And I'm wishing you all the best. And if you stayed to the end of this video, comment book. comment a book, an emoji of a book, and yeah, love and light. I hope this video was really helpful to you. I really tried my best to compile everything. And yeah, before I start rambling, if you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, leave a sweet comment, and I'll see you in the next one.